I'm Ryan, and I am the lead pastor of Banner. Our church is in downtown Seattle. We're 5 blocks from the Space Needle, and so we're right in the heart of the city. Started and launched in September of last year. But it was actually at a Foursquare district event when God began to remind me of the prayers that I'd prayed for the city of Seattle. And I had this picture. I had my hands in the soil of the city and I was like crying into it. I just remembered what I had been praying for so long and what I felt like were God's promises over the greater Seattle area of revival. And so it was at that time I asked my pastor, Ben, hey, I feel like this is on my heart. Would you pray about this with us?
I think I would say that being a sending church is not easy. Ryan was someone who I was hoping would be able to stay around and be like a primary pastor and elder in our congregation. And so as much as I wanted Ryan to stay, I wanted to see his kids grow up here, I wanted him and his wife to continue to be our friends and be in close proximity. The fact is that we couldn't stop God from doing what he was going to do.
It was super important to me that we were on the same page and we were in unity and that I had his blessing. I'll never forget, we were on the phone. The first thing he says to me, he says, Ryan, I always knew that you and Janelle were going to plant a church. And so that's where the peace came from for me, was just the confirmation of the community around me and the people who were covering us and loved us and believed in us.
This tension that we feel is that we want to hold on to these moments and we want to hold on to this team and we want it just to keep going forever, but that's not realistic. God will often disrupt something that's good to make something that's better. We sometimes have this idea that we got to wait until we're ready. We weren't ready, but it didn't matter. God was ready. Ryan and Janelle had to get ready.
I had all of these fears and doubts, but I could not get away from this feeling that I was bound by the Spirit to go. And I think that's how I would even define like call, in that sense of calling, is like, not to be harsh, but I feel like we would have been being disobedient to what God was asking of us. And so that's kind of what was going on internally. I was freaking out. And at the same time, I had this peace that this is where God was leading us.
Our church rallied around it financially. We actually gave Ryan and Janelle the right to ask people. I asked him for a list. Could you give me a list of people that you would like to invite? And 2 of those people were on my staff, and that wasn't easy to do. And then we also did like a corporate ask and a corporate invitation.
And from there, we just started building a small team, and that team ended up being around 20 people, and then we all, one by one, slowly started moving into the city. I feel like people are finding friendships and they're finding community. But what I'm seeing is not just like the beauty in our diversity. It's like what Psalm says, like the commanded blessing of God is on unity and joy that comes with that and the fruit of the Spirit that comes with that.
You're leaving what you know and you're stepping into what you don't know. You're gonna hit points where you don't know what to do. So Ryan and I talk on the phone at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. It's not just like a functional friendship, and like there is deep connection with Ryan and I want to see them reach people just like as we were doing this together, we wanted to reach people. Sometimes we are not ready and we can't make the right timing happen. We just have to get behind what God is doing. We miss Ryan and Janelle, but we're just proud of them. If I could say it, we're proud of them.